Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I know I have not been posting for the past year or so, but I'm very sorry for that. I really am. It has been a busy period, but finally we are back. We are right back with it. New video coming out today, and today we have a very important topic to be talking about. It is this young man right here. I'm sure you know him. It is Carlos Alcaraz. I think that's how he should be pronounced in his native language. Carlos Alcaraz. He's still only 19 years old. And oh boy, what a player he is. Absolutely amazing. I mean, we have been aware of this guy for the past 2 years, or at least for the last season, that's for sure. But, this season he has had a meteoric rise. I mean, what a sequence of tournaments, what wins, what titles he has won this year. It has been absolutely amazing. So, I mean, the sky is the limit for this kid, but the question of today, and the main question of today's video, is if Carlos Alcaraz can win a Grand Slam this year. And that is a very intriguing, very interesting question. For many different reasons. But first of all, let's just start with a quick overview of this season for the young Spaniard. So let's start from the very beginning of the season to get the idea of how well he was playing this season and what he has achieved already in this season, even though we didn't even hit the halfway of this tennis season. So I mean, it has been absolutely amazing. So let's just start with Australian Open. That was the first tournament for Carlos Alcaraz of this year, and he has won the first two rounds. He has defeated Alejandro Tabilo and Dusan Lajovic in straight sets, but then he had a little bit of a bad luck, tough opponent in the round of 32 in Matteo Berrettini. And Matteo Berrettini, he did have a tough work to do against Carlos Alcaraz. Matteo Berrettini eventually was able to win the match in 5 sets, but it was a very tough battle. Carlos Alcaraz losing in the round of 32 at Australian Open. Then he did play in Rio de Janeiro in February, and he was able to magnificently win it. He has defeated Jaume Munar, Federico Delbonis, Matteo Berrettini this time. So this time Carlos Alcaraz got his revenge against Matteo Berrettini in Rio de Janeiro. He defeated Fabio Fognini in the semi-finals and in the final. It was a straight sets victory over Diego Schwartzman. So a very good tournament, ATP 500, first title of this year for Carlos Alcaraz in February, and what a win it was in Rio de Janeiro. So first 500 points in the bag for Carlos Alcaraz for that win. Then he did play in Indian Wells, of course, the first Masters 1000 event of the season. He was able to defeat Mackenzie McDonald, Roberto Bautista, Good Gael Monfils and Cameron Norrie, but he lost in the semi-finals to his idol, to his countryman, Rafael Nadal. So Carlos Alcaraz actually was able to win one set. It was a 3-set battle, but eventually Rafael Nadal was able to defeat Carlos Alcaraz. But again, a very good result. Alcaraz able to reach the semi-finals of Indian Wells. And then came, of course, Miami on the other coast of United States, and that was a first Masters 1000 win for Carlos Alcaraz in his young career. He was able to defeat Marton Fucsovics, Marin Cilic, Stefanos Tsitsipas, Miomir Kecmanovic, Hubert Hurkacz, and in the finals he was able to defeat Casper Ruud. So it was a very good run of very good wins, especially against Tsitsipas, against Cilic, Kecmanovic, who was playing in a great form at the beginning of this season, win against Hurkacz in the semis, and then defeating the world number 8 Casper Ruud in the finals in straight sets as well. So a great win for Carlos Alcaraz in Miami, his second title of the season after Rio de Janeiro. and then came a surprising result. Then we hit the clay court, European clay court season. Carlos Alcaraz playing in Monte Carlo, and he lost in the first round, or actually in the second round. In the first round he got by as a seeded player, but in the second round he lost against Sebi Korda in 3 sets, so that was quite unexpected. Carlos Alcaraz losing in his first match at Monte Carlo Masters, so that was early exit and the first really big blow for Carlos Alcaraz, the first big disappointment for the young Spaniard in the new season. Then came Barcelona, his home tournament, or the tournament in his home country, ATP 500, and again Carlos Alcaraz was able to come back from that defeat to Sebi Korda in Monte Carlo in quite some style. He was able to defeat Kwon, João Munar, Stefanos Tsitsipas, again Alex de Minaur, and in the final he was able to dismantle his very good friend Pablo Carreño Busta in straight sets. So Carlos Alcaraz winning Barcelona as well, ATP 500, second title for Alcaraz in ATP 500 category of this season. And then he went to Madrid and again he won it. I mean, what a run. I mean, it has been absolutely amazing from Carlos Alcaraz. He also won Madrid after Barcelona, back-to-back titles on his home soil. He was able to defeat Nicolas Basilashvili, Cameron Norrie, Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic and Sasha Zverev. I mean, what wins. The world number 4, Rafael Nadal, in the quarterfinals. He defeated Novak Djokovic, the world number 1, in the semis, and the world number 3, Alexander Zverev, in the final. Absolutely amazing stuff from young Carlos Alcaraz. His 4th title of the season, second Masters 1000, and then he decided to withdraw from Rome. So he didn't play in Rome. He really just said, I'm going to prepare. I really want to prepare well for Roland Garros. I want to have a good shot of winning my first Grand Slam. He was vocal many times that he thinks he is really prepared to win a Grand Slam this year. He was really aiming to win Roland Garros, but very big but, he reached the quarterfinals. He was able to defeat Londero Ramos Vignolas in 5-set epic match. Then he defeated Sebi Korda and Karen Khachanov before losing to Sasha Zverev in the quarterfinals. What a match that was from the German. Sasha Zverev really playing amazingly well. He won 6-4, 6-4, 4-6, 7-6 in 4 sets. Carlos Alcaraz, of course, defeating Alexander Zverev just 3 weeks before, absolutely dismantling the German in the Madrid final. But again, this is Grand Slam, this is Roland Garros in Paris, completely different conditions than in Madrid, and Sasha Zverev really was able to step to that next level, and he was able to defeat Carlos Alcaraz in 4 sets. So the quarterfinals, that was the end for Carlos Alcaraz in Roland Garros. And again, just kudos to Sasha Zverev, who really did play amazingly well in that match against Alcaraz. And unfortunately, of course, Zverev was forced to withdraw from the tournament later in the semi-finals against Rafa Nadal. But that win against Carlos Alcaraz, there was really a statement win from Sasha Zverev. So this has been the overview of this year so far for Carlos Alcaraz. He has won 4 tournaments, 2 ATP 500s in Rio and in Barcelona, 2 Masters 1000 in Madrid and in Miami. And he has reached only the round of 32 of Australian Open. He was defeated by Matteo Berrettini, and he has been able to reach quarterfinals at Roland Garros. He lost to Alexander Zverev. When we look at the current rankings of Carlos Alcaraz, he has obviously just absolutely stormed the rankings with his results throughout this year. It has been absolutely amazing. Actually, in the race to Turin, he is in the spot number 2, right after Rafael Nadal. He's the second best player of this year so far in the race to Turin. Carlos Alcaraz number 2 with 3,820 points. So even this shows you how well Carlos Alcaraz is playing this year so far. So in the race to Turin, he is number 2. In the rankings overall, currently he is number 7. He has dropped one spot after Roland Garros. Casper Ruud, thanks to his appearance in the final, the Norwegian player was able to overtake Carlos Alcaraz. So currently Carlos Alcaraz is in the spot number 7, but still that's pretty darn good for a 19-year-old to be the 7th best player in the world. And if he can keep up with the results he has been producing so far this season, you wouldn't bet against him becoming even the world number world number 3 by the end of the year. That could easily happen if Alcaraz could keep his consistency in the rest of the season. But right now, this has been the overview so far of this year for the young Spaniard. The rankings, look at the rankings. His career high has been the world number 6, which he has been to achieve just a few weeks back before Roland Garros actually. But the big question of this video, the main question of this video is if he can win a Grand Slam this year. We already have played 2 Grand Slams, obviously Australian Open, and we have played Roland Garros. As I have already said, Carlos Alcaraz losing in the round of 32 at Australian Open. He lost to Matteo Berrettini in a 5-set battle, and he also lost in the quarterfinals of Roland Garros against Sasha Zverev, but he still has 2 Grand Slams left. And again, even after the loss at Roland Garros in the quarterfinals to Sasha Zverev, Carlos Alcaraz has been pretty vocal that he is very confident and that he is ready to win a Grand Slam. So, guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Can Carlos Alcaraz win a Grand Slam this year? He has only 2 tournaments left. Wimbledon is just around the corner. Wimbledon will be played in 2 weeks' time, so that is for me a very big question. What can Carlos Alcaraz do on the grass? Because we really didn't see him that lot playing on the grass. This is relatively a new surface for him. So let's see what he can do. But I mean, his game seems to be very good suited for grass. So let's see what he can do at Wimbledon. I mean, a very, very big positive for Carlos Alcaraz is that Sasha Zverev obviously is injured, so Zverev won't be playing at Wimbledon. The Russians, they are banned from competing at Wimbledon, so there will be no Daniil Medvedev, who has been pretty good on grass, and there will be also no Andrei Rublev, another very strong player. So these 3 players, Alexander Zverev, Daniil Medvedev, and Andrei Rublev, they are not playing at Wimbledon for sure. That is for sure. The question mark is for Rafael Nadal. We should see if he will play. Obviously, he has won the first 2 Grand Slams of this year, so there is a possibility for a calendar slam, something that Novak Djokovic was trying to achieve in the last season. Again, we don't know how severe the injury of Nadal's foot is and if he will be able to play at Wimbledon. He has said that he won't play at Wimbledon, but again, that could change very well. We should see if Nadal will play or not. But even just with the exclusion of Sasha Zverev, Daniil Medvedev, and Andrei Rublev, that leaves Carlos Alcaraz in a pretty good spot to win Wimbledon. Obviously, Roger Federer no longer playing Wimbledon. So basically, let's just say who are the other favorites to win Wimbledon except from this guy right here, from Carlos Alcaraz. Well, I have in my mind Novak Djokovic. He is obviously very dangerous, so Novak Djokovic could very well win Wimbledon. He is a very, very big weapon. He's a very dangerous guy to play on the grass. So Novak Djokovic, we always must count with him. Then we do have Stefanos Tsitsipas. Let's see what Tsitsipas can do on the ground, on the grass surface. Then I'm thinking maybe Matteo Berrettini. We don't know how Berrettini will if he will be fit. Again, Berrettini has been injured for quite some time, but he is playing this week in Stuttgart, I do believe. if I'm not mistaken. So Matteo Berrettini is back, right back at it. He's playing in Stuttgart, so let's see how he plays this week. Then we can assess his chances for Wimbledon. But I don't really see anyone else who could be going for that Wimbledon title. Maybe Casper Ruud. He has been playing very well on clay this season, obviously, but let's see what he can do on grass. But when I look at those rankings, really, I see Novak Djokovic, I see Stefanos Tsitsipas and Carlos Alcaraz. Maybe Matteo Berrettini, okay, we can maybe count with Felix Auger-Aliassime. He could be the dark horse. His game style is very well suited for grass, but I really don't think Cameron Norrie has what it takes to win Wimbledon. I don't think Jannik Sinner can win Wimbledon. Hubie Hurkacz, not really. I don't really see him winning, so I don't know. Really, I have only these players: Novak Djokovic, Stefanos Tsitsipas, maybe Casper Ruud, although not completely sure about him. Matteo Berrettini is a big question mark, how well he will be able to recover after that injury. Felix Auger-Aliassime, maybe the dark horse, but then we have Carlos Alcaraz. So let's see. I mean, I think he has a pretty good chance of winning Wimbledon, Carlos Alcaraz. Let's see what he can do. But I mean, Sasha Zverev not playing, Daniil Medvedev not playing, Andrei Rublev not playing. I think that leaves Carlos Alcaraz in a pretty good spot of potentially winning Wimbledon. Again, what do you think, guys? I really want to hear your thoughts if Carlos Alcaraz is ready to win a Grand Slam this year. We won't be really talking about US Open in detail because it's still quite far back. You know, it will be played in September, so still anything could happen till September. But in Wimbledon, I reckon that Carlos Alcaraz has actually a pretty good chance of winning it. Of winning his first Grand Slam, but we should see again. I think Alcaraz will be playing in Halle or in Queens, one of those tournaments, one of those two ATP 500s next week. I think he will be playing, and then we can assess what his chances may be based on his result in one of those tournaments. But I think that Alcaraz has actually a pretty good chance of winning Wimbledon. We should see, but that is a big question. I am sure, absolutely sure, I think you guys are sure of that as well, that the young Spaniard, that Alcaraz win not one, but many Grand Slams in the future. But the big question is, can he win Grand Slam this year? And well, it is not easy to answer that, but my personal opinion is that he very well could. About US Open, I'm not completely sure about that, but because I think Rafael Nadal will be back in the full form, Novak Djokovic will be back, Andrei Rublev will be playing, Daniil Medvedev will be playing. I think Medvedev will be very dangerous at US Open. He will try to win it again after a year. So US Open, I am not completely sure if I am giving big chances for Carlos Alcaraz of winning at US Open this year, but I think at Wimbledon, he has pretty darn good chances of winning it, but we should see. Again, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. It has been great to talk to you again after a year or so. I really did enjoy the process of making this video, you know, doing some kind of a research, but generally just talking to you guys. So thank you very much for watching this video till the very end. You can see the number of subscribers right here. So currently we are at 57 subscribers. Every single subscriber is very much appreciated, guys. So please, if you are new and you just you know, accidentally dropped to this video, please hit that subscribe button not to miss the future uploads. It has been a pleasure again, guys, talking to you. And yeah, what do you think, guys? Please leave a comment. What do you think about this guy right here? Can Carlos Alcaraz win a Grand Slam this year? He has 2 tournaments left, Wimbledon and US Open. What do you think, guys? Can he do it? He has been playing amazingly well. 4 titles already this season. He's second in the race to Turin. But the big question is, can he go that next step? And can he win a Grand Slam? That is the question for you guys. I try to answer it. My answer is he has pretty darn good chances at Wimbledon. At US Open, I'm not sure about that, but again, we still have some days to go till US Open. So again, guys, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you next time. See you guys, and thank you again. Bye.